You have a heading called Theoritical Framework in your thesis, but you have no idea what you are actually supposed to put there. Don't worry. In this video, I will explain what a theoretical framework actually means, why you need one, and most importantly, how you connect a theory to your own research. Let's start with the simplest question. What is theory? A theory is basically an organized explanation of how or why something happens. It gives you a way to understand a particular phenomenon. For example, imagine you are interested in why people choose to buy products online instead of buying them from physical stores. There are different theories that can help us to understand people's behaviors and decisions. A theory gives us a particular way to look at that behavior. So, what is a theoretical framework? Now, a theoretical framework is the theory or set of related theories that you can use to guide your study. Think of a theory as a lens. When you look at something through a particular lens, you pay attention to certain things. In the same way, the theoretical framework gives you a particular perspective for understanding your research problem. Theory is the lens. Theoretical framework is how that lens guides your research. Let's understand this with an example. Suppose your research topic is factors influencing consumer decision to purchase products through online shopping platforms. You want to understand why some people decide to buy a product online while others don't. You might choose a theory that explains how people make decisions or how they adopt new technologies. For example, you could use the technology accepted model, depending on the focus of your study. This theory can help you think about things such as whether people find the technology useful and easy to use. Now notice what happened. You didn't just put the name of the theory into your proposal. You used the theory to decide what aspects of consumer behavior you should pay attention to. That's where the theoretical framework becomes useful. Now, why do we need a theoretical framework? Without a theoretical framework, you might collect lots of information about online shopping. People's age, income, habit, opinions, experiences, and so on. But you need some direction to understand what information matters for your research and how you should interpret it. A theoretical framework provides that direction. It connects your research with existing knowledge and gives you a basis for interpreting what you find. Does the theory tell you what your finding will be? No, and this is really important. A theory does not tell you what your participants will say or what your result must be. Instead, it gives you a way to understand your findings. Suppose you use technology acceptance model in your study. After collecting data, you discover that many consumers say online shopping is convenient, but they still hesitate to purchase because they don't trust online payment system. You can look at your findings through the ideas provided by your theoretical framework and discuss what they mean. But you should not force your findings to fit your theory. If your data shows something unexpected, you report and discuss. Now, how do you choose a theory? Please don't choose a theory simply because it sounds impressive. Start with your research problem and research questions. Ask yourself, what exactly I am trying to understand or explain? Then search for theories that have been used to explain similar phenomena. If you are studying why people adopt a particular technology, look at theories related to technology adoption. If you are studying why people make purchasing decisions, look at theories related to consumer behavior or decision making. Your research problem should lead you toward a theory, not the other way around. Now, what do you write in the theoretical framework section? Now let's say you have selected a theory. What do you actually write in your thesis? You should not simply write this study uses technology acceptance models and then move on. You need to explain the theory and show why it is relevant to your research. Your section will generally include: first, introduce the theory. Explain what the theory is, who developed it, and what it was originally designed to explain. Second, explain the main concept. Explain the important ideas or concepts within the theory. Third, connect it to your research. Now explain how those concepts relate to your particular research problem. Fourth, explain how will you use it. Explain how your theory will guide your analysis or interpretation. Here is where students often make a mistake. A common mistake is writing a very long explanation of a theory and then never using it again throughout the thesis. You might write 3 pages explaining a theory, but when you get to your findings and discussion, the theory disappears completely. Your theoretical framework actually should connect with the rest of your research. The theory should have a purpose throughout your research. How many theories do you need in a thesis? Do you need more than one theory? Sometimes researchers use more than one theory, but don't think using more theories automatically makes your research stronger. You might end up making your research more complicated. So instead of asking, how many theories can I use? Ask, which theory or theories actually help me to understand my research problem? So let's make this really simple. A theory gives you a way of understanding something. A theoretical framework shows how you use that theory to guide your research. So when you are writing your theoretical framework, don't just explain a theory. Explain the theory, explain its important concepts, and then connect those concepts to your own research. And remember, don't choose a theory because it sounds complicated. Choose it because it helps you understand your research problem, and don't treat your theoretical framework as just another chapter you have to complete. It should actually help you to make sense of your research. I hope this made theoretical framework a little less confusing. So, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, share and follow.